Thank you so much. Well, maybe.
Thank you. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much again. Thank you to Northern Plains Resource Council for having me. When I sat down with Alicia, gosh, it's been several months ago to talk about this conference, I was so excited about Northern Plains Resource Council doing this work, this really, really important work for our community, talking about strengthening our local economy and, if we can, our regional economy so that we can be competitive and have a great place to live, work, play, recreate, and all of the above. I'm Lisa Harmon, and I am a placemaker. So I try to use this correctly first, but I don't think I can.
Push it down.
Push it down towards this way.
The spinning wheel is sticking out of the
Yes.
side. You're going down.
I'm going down with it, yes.
Yep.
You know what, it might not be.
Oh, there it went.
Oh!
It doesn't have the battery in it.
Okay, all right, no problem. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Oh, the battery helps, right? Okay, so so I'm executive director of the Downtown Billings Alliance, and I only have about 8 minutes or 10 minutes, so we're going to speed date. So we're going to go really fast here through some of these. 9 minutes and 21 seconds. So I oversee the Downtown Billings Association. It is our membership organization. We have about 250 business members that pay dues into the association. 96% are locally owned, so we can give it up for our locally owned small businesses. So I'm really, really proud to represent these small businesses in downtown Billings, and even our large and more corporate businesses as well, of course, who make up the fabric of who we are in downtown. The DBA does membership programs, events, public art, all kinds of great things, advocacy, promotion, advertising for our members downtown. The Downtown Billings Partnership is our redevelopment or our economic development arm, and we are under contract with the City of Billings to manage tax increment financing in the North 27th Street District. It's just that it's got boundaries, and we invest TIF and try to make that investment a return for the City of Billings and a return for the city at large with what we do with those TIF dollars. I'll talk a little bit more about that, and it's our downtown revitalization wing, if you will. The Business Improvement District is also one of our entities, and its mandate is clean, safe, and outreach. So 500 property owners are a part of the Business Improvement District, and they pay assessments so that we do clean, safe, and outreach programs. So there's going to be a quiz on that in about 10 minutes. No, I'm just teasing. But that's the three arms of the Downtown Billings Alliance to redevelop and make place in downtown Billings. Mostly what we want to do is really bolster our local economy for not only downtown, but for the city at large. A lot of people believe that the downtown is the vital city center. I mean, it is the vital city center, but that a lot of people know, I don't want to steal a word, but James and I were talking, and you said the heartbeat. The downtown is so often the heartbeat of the community. And so that's what we work to do, is to champion our local fabric. And support businesses when they get the key to their place and they open their business, and we want to be there and champion those businesses. In terms of some of the support that we offer, we just, B-Town Grill just opened in downtown Billings, and we used TIF to help them open. They got about $8,000 in tax increment financing for their new awnings and signage, and I think they're going to reapply for some other enhancements that they did. But I'm sorry, I thought that was the microphone. But we use TIF to catalyze investment in the downtown. In, oh gosh, the last 10 years, 11 years that I've been downtown, I'm not quite sure what that is. We have incentivized, oops, shall I?
I'll take you.
Thank you, no problem. Okay, oh, I think this is much better. How's that? Yeah? Good. Let me go back. In the probably last 18 years, we have worked with over 250 large and small businesses using tax increment financing to help them open their business or sustain their business, bolster their building, all those. I wish I could give you all the projects that we've done recently. We granted money to the pub station for their new expansion that they're undergoing. Boy, I tell you, the pub station is doing great things for our community, bringing great music to our city. Oh, we have granted Pita Pit when they came downtown. I could go on and on. The sidewalks on the south side, the rescue mission, the Tracy lofts, which are wonderful green living lofts in downtown Billings. The list goes on and on and on, and all of them are small business people. It's really rewarding work. It's tough work. It's, I'll be honest with you, we have to work through city council, and I kind of tell people, I work for 3 nonprofits to really connect the public sector and the private sector. So I'm a tri-sector athlete. I'm really not a triathlete, but I like to think of, I'm like, oh, I going to work today. But so I'm a tri-sector kind of athlete where I'm trying to marry the interests, you know, and find that common ground so that we can build place and build a vibrant city center. This is one of our projects. So not only do we do the little B-Town Grill, or we just granted money to This House of Books. Aren't you excited about This House of Books opening at the Masonic Temple on 3rd and North Broadway? Cannot wait. They were a recipient. But not only that, we've done large projects, and those can be sometimes the more controversial projects that we do. But let me be very clear about something. A lot of people misunderstand tax increment financing. It is tax that we capture on taxable market value if we grow the district downtown. It's not general fund dollars. It's generated in the downtown by the downtown property owners. And if the value of the district is $10 at the beginning of the year, and it's $15 at the end of the year, and Greg and I are doing our job right, then we get to capture the $5 and reinvest it in the downtown. That's kind of how that works. It's not general fund dollars. A lot of people say, oh, it's corporate welfare and subsidy and all that, and to a degree it is subsidy, not corporate welfare, but let me be very clear, don't for a minute think that you're not subsidizing the sprawl growth out on the West End. Don't think for a minute that your city hasn't used general fund dollars to build roads and put in infrastructure, and oh dear, we need another firehouse now, and we need to hire more fire people, and we need more security and safety, so we need more cops. Don't think for a minute that you're not subsidizing development outside of the downtown infill area. It is a better investment for you, in my opinion, to do the infill development. Right now, property owners in downtown pay at least 6 times as much in taxes into your general fund than the sprawl areas do. I'll take an example of Kohl's out on the West End paying, where's Randy? Randy, are you here? Are they paying $1.13 a square foot out there, or 13 cents a square foot? It's something like that. It is so, and in the downtown, our average is $6 a square foot or higher. So your infill is the way to go when it comes to development, because the sewer, the fire, the police are already there, a lot of that infrastructure. So I just want to get that out there to you, because there's a big misconception about that. The Northern Hotel was one of our TIF projects, and it was amazing. Project. The Nelson brothers bought it. They were incentivized through TIF. You know, it was dark for a long time in downtown Billings, and we had tried with several different ownerships to get that project off the ground. You know what's really bad in a downtown is when you have a dark corner or 2 or empty storefronts. It spreads like an anemia, and it was really hard for downtown. Well, we got the Northern back on the line. They did get a $1.9 million grant. Can you believe that? But they put $22 million into the Northern, and what do we get out of it? The only 4-star hotel, the only valet parking, which is really cool. Even if you go to Bernie's or 10, go get your car valet parked. It's the coolest thing. And we got 10, the restaurant, which is, oh my gosh, right? Need I say more? Local. They do a lot of local sourcing. And we got Bernie's Diner, which is such a cool 50s kind of diner. But what happened after that? What happened, Kitty Corner? What's there now? Big Dipper. Was that the biggest win for us, right, in downtown? You drive by there, it's wrapped around the building, especially on Art Walk, right? That was good for Billings. We raised the taxable market value, which contributes to the general fund. The Nelson brothers, God bless them, you know how much they're paying now in taxes? You know what the taxable market value of that building was? It was not much when they took over. When they went in there, and we went on lots of tours showing people, there was still coffee and dirty dishes in the bus tubs and dirty linens from years ago, and they took it down to the studs. So I could talk all day, and I'm gonna get cut off. I want to talk to you about the Battle of the Plans. The Battle of the Plans, have you heard about it? It is our business plan. I'm not doing my job well enough if you don't know what I'm talking about. So Battle of the Plans is a business plan competition that we recently launched. And the premise is that you have a dream, you have a business concept, and you want to open a business in downtown Billings. So you're going to join Battle of the Plans. We released the concept in the program, and we had 40 submissions, 40 people that want to open businesses in downtown Billings. We have a jury, thank you, and we passed, about 19 people went through the first phase of the business plan competition. And the premise is there's going to be one winner that's going to get 1 year's free rent in downtown Billings when they sign a 3 or 5 year lease. They're going to get a media package, a marketing package. They're going to get free membership in the DBA, the chamber, and they're going to be a gold level member of Big Sky Economic Development. They're going to get a mentoring team for a year to open their business in downtown Billings. The second prize goes to a business that wants to expand in downtown Billings. Say I have a bookstore and I want a tea shop. Or say I have an art gallery and I want an art studio shop or something. So we are awarding one new business, one expansion, and a cash award for someone who writes, and a student from Rocky or MSUB that writes an exemplary business plan. So 19 people passed through phase 1. Then we did 4 workshops for them: how to write a business plan, how to understand branding and marketing. Another session was called HR and legal. You know, oh no, all of a sudden I have to hire employees. How do I do that? And I can't remember the 4th session. We did those over the summer, and the final business plans were due on September 2nd, just a week ago, and 17 people submitted. And it was a lot of work. They went to Big Sky Economic, and they worked with the Small Business Development Center on how to write a business plan, how to do their performance, how to do financials, which blew their minds. It has been the greatest program. I suggest if you're from another area and you want to bring a fun thing back, we are using TIF to work with a property owner to pay for that rent, and then calling in all the favors I have across the city for media, advertising, brand awareness, brand logo development. But it's been so cool, and guess what? We haven't even named, we will on Small Business Saturday, we're going to name the winners in downtown Billings. But during this program, we've got 4 new businesses that are opening in downtown that said, I don't even want to go through this anymore. I don't want to write that business plan. No, I don't know if they said that. But guess what? Joy of Living is coming downtown. They're expanding from the West End. So we're going to do the reverse of what has happened to downtown with people going out that way. We're going to bring it back. And so Joy of Living is opening next to the Big Dipper. The anemia stops, right? And the Vintage Apothecary is opening on 3rd. She's going to have an essential oil bar, herbal teas if you have like arthritis or you have a sinus infection. You go in and she helps you in what you need, and antiques. It's the coolest thing. Melissa is the coolest gal. I'm so excited for her. She got a grant. So she just said, well, she's still going for the Battle of Plans, but she wanted to get in downtown now. And this House of Books is opening September 15th. If they're still on target, I hope they are. And it's a tea shop, bubble tea. Yay, in downtown Billings, I love bubble tea. So the Battle of Plans has been a great thing. I want to talk to you about the BFD. Do you know what BFF is? Best Friends Forever? Yep. Well, so you know what BFD is. Do not go there. I know where your mind was going. You are a best friend of downtown, right? A BFD. I think you're a really big BFD. And so what that means is that in downtown, to support local business, if you have a BFD card, and you all do, it's on the back table, and it's good for a week. Normally, you'll buy that in January, at the beginning of the year, for $35 or what have you, and it gives you discounts all year long in downtown retailers. So if you go into Moab, which you are tonight, but I think it's all paid for your coffee or beverage, I don't know, tonight. But this BFD card, when you flash it, gives you 25% off all the time at Moab Coffee. Every time you buy a pita at Pita Pit, you get a free smoothie. Every time you show the card. Go to Art House Cinema. I'm going tonight to see, this movie with that guy, whatever. My husband's like, we're going to go see that movie with that guy. I'm like, okay. So anyway, if you show your BFD card, you get a discount. If you want to go to Limber Tree Yoga, you get buy one, get one free yoga session. So get your BFD card and support your local Good Earth Market, all those things that you can do. I'm going to totally speed dial. Okay, public art, when you're placemaking, make it beautiful, affect the psyche of your city. Would you rather walk down Grand Avenue, or would you rather walk down downtown Billings on Broadway or Montana Avenue or on 3rd Street? You would. Do mural projects. It costs a bucket of paint. Get some great artists. Get a property owner that says yes. Get them all together. Do it. Beautiful mural. You think you're in Barcelona. Oh my God. All right, we're going to do some alleyscapes. So this is another way we use TIF. Let's use those corridors. Let's take that. Oh man, do you know how much square footage is committed to roads and alleys that we don't use? Let's take them back. Let's take them back. I'm restless. I want them back. Strawberry Festival. We do event programming. Alive After 5, we took it to South Park. Incentivize your neighborhoods. Move your events around. We took it to South Park last year. We took it to North Park this year because you have 15 acres of beautiful in the middle of your city that we're not using, or we're using for things that we shouldn't be using them for. So let's put some positivity in those park areas. Land use development. Look, we're having a party and we're dancing under Sky Point, where the Babcock Theater, which was a TIF project, they got $2 million to redo the Babcock, but they have to give us the theater back restored. That was a beautiful development agreement. And when Kathy Kelker asked, are we worried about this development, or is it gonna, ask, put in there what you want. You can have the stimulus money, but give us back something for the city of Billings. That's good development. And then we clean, we weed, we make things walkable and beautiful. That's my purple team. We clean the street furniture. We remove snow in a 4-foot right-of-way so that business is open and that we're open for business. And then we have a heart for people that are at risk in downtown. We created our Spare Change for Real Change program and our Community Innovation Summit, which created a motivated addiction alternative program because we were not helping our addicted people in our streets. We were spending $8.5 million to do a catch and release program that wasn't doing anybody any good. So now we have a motivated addiction alternative program, and if you don't think a few people can change the world, then come talk to me. And we've gotten 12 people through treatment, and hopefully this year we will not have someone freeze to death clutching a vodka bottle. We pay for and have working out of our office a licensed addiction counselor that rides with our police officers. If you haven't seen a more beautiful enforcement model, go read what's happening in Chicago, or those people in Arizona. And we do it with our tribal leaders and a lot of other amazing people to deliver a compassionate, humane way of being responsible citizens in the city of Billings, but mostly we do it to support our downtown merchants, and that's it. I'm not talking. That was hard. All this information, our block, is all back there for you, and just I'm going to leave you with a tidbit. There are 21,204 employees in downtown Billings for an annual payroll of $1 billion. There's a lot of people that love your city, and there's every reason to come downtown. We're